I'm gonna start off this video with this scary story. This is what an 18-year-old looks like when he eats unhealthy and doesn't eat very much. See, now I have your attention. A few weeks ago, I released this video. In this video, I basically said, screw it, I'm not trying to go viral, I'm just gonna give you value. So I didn't have a bunch of crazy edits, I just went on for 20 minutes going over gym mistakes you're probably making that are keeping you skinny. And I have the same approach here. I'm just gonna talk to the camera for over 20 minutes to give you value so you know how to eat healthy and you have nutrition for life. Drop a like if you wanna see more content like this. I can roll it out much faster and you actually get more value from it. If you're not one of those TikTok addicted kids who needs me to put a bunch of random stuff, put someone mouth-watering over McDonald's, even though the reward for paying attention is knowing how to eat for the rest of your life, that's great for your health and will make you look like Leon Edwards. The biggest key to success with nutrition is recognizing it's all a numbers game. If you want to make nutrition as simple as possible, just know that if you're eating at your maintenance level calories, you're going to keep the same weight. If you're eating less than your maintenance calories, you're going to lose weight. And over your maintenance calories, you're gonna gain weight. That's as simple as nutrition gets, but if you make it more complex in terms of how to eat healthy, you'll actually be healthier and you can make more gains. I'll touch on that later, but counting calories is very important. Do I count calories in my everyday life? No, but it's important to have a period of time where you're tracking your calories. Understanding calories and macros for your body is crucial for long-term success. And I'm gonna say it in black and white, you don't need to do this forever, and I don't recommend doing this forever. The key is understanding what a good day of eating looks like so you can adjust to that in your everyday life based on food preferences, lifestyle, things like that. I recommend tracking calories for a week up to a month so you know what a perfect or good day of eating looks like. This will make a good day of eating to maximize muscle growth and minimize fat gain almost second nature to you. Do this and you'll become an expert about what you need to eat and when you need to eat it. I will leave a calorie calculator in the description. You want to fill in the information to request and then hit enter and it'll give you the maintenance level calories at the very top. That is the most important number. You should remember that. You should tattoo that on your body. Actually, I don't recommend that because your maintenance level calories are going to change once you start to build muscle. This is the amount of calories your body typically burns in one day. Please recognize one calorie calculator website will give you a different number than another and so forth. This is because it's impossible to know how many calories your body's burning in a given day. The activities you do on a Monday are different than a Thursday, Tuesday. It's impossible to know. Just use the one I gave you in the description as your maintenance level calories and adjust to that. With your maintenance level calories, you adjust that to your goal. If you want to lose weight, eat 250 to 750 calories less than that number. I made a specific video going over how to cut that's about 15 minutes long. If you want the step-by-step and the specifics, go watch that after this one. And if you want to gain weight, you want to eat 200 to 300 calories over the maintenance level calories. If you want the specifics for bulking, go watch my skinny fat video. Yes, this applies if you're skinny as well. This will give you everything you need to gain weight correctly. Go watch that after this video. And as easy as that, that's how you optimize the numbers game of nutrition. I'm going to address this real quick. Do not main gain. Main gaining is for people who've been lifting for 5-6 years, who are shredded out their mind and just want to stay that way because they put in years of effort to look the way they do. If you're a beginner, intermediate, even like beginner advanced lifter, main gaining isn't for you. Main gaining is only for a small percent of the population. But again, eating healthy is a lot more complex. If you eat healthy, your gym performance will be better. If you eat unhealthy, your gym performance will be worse. If you eat healthy, you have more energy during your day. If you eat unhealthy, not so much. If you eat unhealthy, your skin's gonna look like crap. And if you eat healthy, your skin will look okay, but it can look even better. That's why I'm excited to have Tish Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. They help men start and maintain a skincare routine by simplifying the entire process. Honestly, it's the best skincare routine for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the grime and dirt on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all those dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin against the sun. And finishing off with a PM moisturizer so your skin is hydrated and healthy throughout the entire night. My favorite part about Tish Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining great skin easy. I've been using their products for a while. It's made my skin look and feel better than ever. But you don't even have to just take my word for it. They have over 7,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tish Hanley get tons of benefits, like 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your own box, exclusive monthly deals which you can pause or cancel at any time. And it comes with free US shipping. And because Tish Hanley sponsored today's video, they're giving my viewers a great deal. Just click the link in the description in the pinned comment to get 30% off your first box and a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click the link and get started today. The easiest way to eat healthy is understanding how to read nutrition labels. I might make a separate video on this, but I'm gonna make it short and sweet. The most important part of a nutrition label is not just the macronutrients, but also the ingredients list. The ingredients listed first on an ingredients list are the ones that are most abundant. This will help you understand if the food is healthy or not. For example, if you get a Chick-fil-A sauce, one of the first ingredients on there is sugar. You think that's healthy for you? So in terms of a real world application of this, if you get like a bag of potatoes, the ingredients is just potatoes. But if you get like a bag of French fries from the freezer section, it will have like corn syrup, a bunch of seed oils, that kind of stuff. That's how you realize it's not healthy for you. It's the ingredients list. But if you were just to look at nutrition facts, you could argue those French fries are just as good as the potatoes. So the ingredients list will be your friend when understanding if a food is healthy or not. If you see one of the first ingredients is like organic wheat flour, that's gonna be good for you. But if it's sugar or a seed oil, it's not gonna be good for you. I'm a big advocate of sustainable nutrition. That's why I'm not a big fan of nutrition plans that you buy from these creators, because they're shoving their favorite foods down your throat that you probably won't like. Do you think that's sustainable? Of course not. Neither is a diet that's 100% good food and 0% bad food. You always hear the 80-20 rule, which applies for all of life. 80% of the problems you have in your life come from 20% of the people. 80% of the gains you make in the gym come from 20% of the exercises. Hint, those are the compound lists. And for healthy eating, it should be 80-20 as well. 80% of your diet should come from good, nutritious foods, and 20% can come from junk food or food that's not as healthy. I have found that when you start getting dialed in with your fitness, you kind of lower the 20% to almost like 10 or 5%. But for those of you who just want to start or have cravings, the 80-20 rule for nutrition is important. When you think about nutrition, think about 3-5. 3-5 meaning 3 to 5 meals a day, 3 to 5 hours apart. This will help you get the protein timing down, keep your body at a constant energy level throughout the day, and there's a big gap which adjusts for people's different lifestyles. For example, I was never a kind of guy to eat 5 meals a day. I just find that so excessive. It's just the way a bodybuilder is trying to show, oh, you know, I work really hard outside the gym because I eat so much. It's like you could just eat 3 meals, bro, and then like just have a couple snacks in between. It's not that complicated, you're not cool. And with the 3 to 5 hours apart, I recommend you do this, but I wouldn't be so strict on it. Sometimes I'll eat like a big meal and then like an hour later I'm hungry, so just have something else. It's not too crazy, but if you can, aim for that 3 to 5 hours apart between each meal. Pre-workout nutrition is super vital. I make it pretty simple. Here's a graph that goes over how you should eat depending on how much time you have before you work out. Pause the video and take a look at this. I'm a big advocate of a pre-workout right before you lift, which needs to include a high glycemic carb. A high glycemic carb is a carb that digests fast. Carbs are vital because they give you the energy for your workout. And if you don't know if your carb is high glycemic or not, just search in Google glycemic index for pretzels, glycemic index for watermelon. Something like that, it'll give you a score. If it's 70 or higher, it is a high glycemic carb. That's what you want before your workout, as well as a mid glycemic carb, which is about 50 to 70 score. My mid glycemic carb is a banana, while my high glycemic carbs are pretzels. The high glycemic carbs digest fast so it doesn't mess with my stomach, and it's readily available right when I start my workout. So you hit the ground running for your workout. However, the high glycemic carbs might cause you to crash, especially mid to late part of your workout, which is why I have a banana which hits my system then. That's as simple as a pre-workout meal gets. Have a carb source with low fat that'll fuel your workouts. And post-workout is pretty simple as well. The anabolic window is considered a myth to some people, and some people it's like super real. But in my opinion, act like it's real. Why? Because it's easy to do. You want 20 to 25 grams of protein immediately post-workout. It's easy to get, just get a protein powder. The one I use is from Man Sports. The peanut butter bits flavor is super good. Use code Mario at checkout for 15% off. That gets my 25 grams of protein in easy. After that, you also want a high glycemic carb again. You want 30 to 100 grams of this high glycemic carb to reduce muscle protein breakdown. This is crucial for building muscle and recovery. So my post-workout meal is a protein shake and pretzels. And believe it or not, the post-workout meal is considered a meal, even though it's just a shake and pretzels. That's one meal. And speaking of meals, the easiest way to get enough protein in is having a little bit of protein in every meal. But protein is so blown out of proportion. Whether you're trying to train for endurance, strength, trying to maximize muscle growth, even if you're cutting, the minimum you need is 1.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, which is a decent amount less than 1 gram per pound of body weight, which is the number all these bodybuilders will tell you because it's easy to remember. I just remember the number in kilograms, but a lot of you guys are pounds people. So if you want to get your weight from kilograms to pounds, just divide your weight by 2.2 For example, I weigh 170 pounds, divided by 2.2 is about 70. I would just multiply 70 times 1.4. I'll put the number here. This is the minimum amount of protein I need no matter what my goal is. Bodybuilders will tell you protein is way more important than fats and carbs. The truth is they're not. A balanced diet is always superior. You need your carbs, you need your fats, you need your protein. And I recommend a small snack before bed for better sleep. Honestly, protein before bed is probably ideal. That or like fats. I actually have raw eggs before I go to bed. I know it sounds weird, but it's great for testosterone right when I go to bed, and I don't want to have to waste time cooking the eggs. I'd rather just have them raw. Does that make me weird? No, I'm just saving time. Why put them on the stove when I can just down it like I'm downing a shot at the club? Water, water, water at all times. No exceptions. I love this Hydro Flask. It's like the bigger size Hydro Flask that I use. 2 of these is a gallon a day. I kind of need a little bit more than that, so I aim for 3 of these every day. I'll leave an Amazon link to this Hydro Flask in the description so you can get yours. This makes it easy to get enough water in. However, I've almost trained my body to drink enough water every day at the gym. After every sit at the gym, whether it was easy or really tough, drink water. This almost trains your body to be thirsty after every set. I drink over a gallon of water at the gym alone because after every set, my body gets thirsty, so I drink water because I trained it to get thirsty after every set. Don't believe me? Just try it. After every set at the gym, drink a little bit of water and you'll start to notice you get thirsty after every set. Once you do this, you'll never have to worry about drinking enough water in a given day ever again. Macronutrients are the most important for gains, right? But don't forget about the micronutrients like vitamins and minerals. You also want to get your fill of fiber, which comes from like whole grain foods, vegetables, things like that, to make sure your stomach is healthy. This is why I recommend having vegetables for 2 meals a day. This will ensure you're eating enough vegetables, getting your fiber in, and getting your vitamins and minerals in. You see how simple that is? Eating vegetables 2 meals a day, so easy. I'm making nutrition for life easy, so drop a like just as a thank you. It's free, it helps me out a lot. But I know I'm gonna get a lot of people who hate vegetables. You don't have to eat broccoli just because I eat broccoli. Find vegetables that you like and eat those twice per day. The fact that I have to say this is crazy, but I know I'm gonna have to tell you this. If you don't like something, don't eat it. There are plenty of healthy foods you like, just integrate them in your diet. Recognize that almost perfect with diet is more than good enough. Diet is all about keeping things simple, and then once you get good at diet, then you can complicate it a little bit just because you're trying to look like Leon Edwards. But ultimately, going as simple as possible with diet is by far the best. It's the most sustainable for long-term health and long-term aesthetics, I guess. Carb timing is a complex part of nutrition. I went over that mostly in terms of pre-workout and post-workout carbs, but you also want good carb timing in terms of I lift in the morning, so I don't have enough time in the morning to eat a bunch of food that won't mess with my stomach and make me want to throw up during my workout. So instead I have most of my carbs like starchy whole grain carbs at night, which will help fuel my workout in the morning. But I'm not gonna have a bunch of carbs in the middle of the day right after my workout because those carbs would be kind of used for nothing. So if you work out at night, your carbs should be mostly during the day, while if you work out in the morning, most of your carbs should be at night. But through my opinion, the pre-workout, post-workout timing for carbs is by far more important than having most of your carbs at night or in the morning. And this is the perfect time to let you know, don't be afraid of carbs. I don't know how this became a thing. I don't know why the keto diet became a thing. The balanced diet's always better than the keto diet, but carbs are super important. Don't be afraid of them. They don't make you fat. They're actually the reason that you work out as hard as you can. And healthy, complex carbs are your best friend. These are gonna be like vegetables and fruits. The reason being is that they're great for health in terms of vitamins and minerals, and you can eat a ton of them and still have your calories pretty low. Plus they're high in fiber, which will keep you fuller for longer. It's just a win-win in every single direction. So how do you make your plate? How do you have the percentages of what you eat in terms of protein, carbs, and fats? I make it pretty simple. I get my protein and carb numbers down and then adjust the fats to hit my calorie goals. So for protein, if you're trying to gain weight, you wanna be eating between 1.5 and 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. The leaner you are, the higher you wanna be eating on this range. So if you're like shredded out of your mind, eat closer to that 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight number. And if you're high body fat, eat toward that 1.5. And when you're cutting, you want 1.8 to 2.7 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So those are your protein numbers whether you're trying to gain or lose weight. So for carbs, if you're trying to bulk, 5 to 6 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight. If you're trying to cut, 3 to 4 grams per kilogram of body weight. And both of those are 4 calories per gram. So once you do the math, you'll get the number of calories those occupy. And whatever you have left to hit your goal, whether you're bulking or cutting, you use fats, which are 9 calories per gram. Always remember a balanced diet is superior. Don't think the keto diet's better or a high protein diet. They're not better than a balanced diet. The only time you have a high protein diet is when you're cutting. I do want to take this moment to address high fat protein. So like chicken thighs or like a New York strip with a lot of fat on it. Don't be afraid of them. Your body knows what to do with those. When your body gets saturated fat from meat, it knows how to digest it. But when it gets sugar in its system, it's like, what the hell is this? I found that when I'm bulking, having higher fat meat has helped me a lot, but when I'm cutting, leaner meats are better. But depending on the goal, you can go either direction. Like, don't act like lean meat just because it's called lean meat is better than higher fat meat. It depends on your goal. Once you get those macros down, once you get the healthy eating down, you're gonna make a lifetime of fitness and health easy. But eating healthy and fitness is just one part of your life and one part of making your life so great. And mixed martial arts is the second part of fitness and eating healthy. It makes you more physical, more capable, and it makes you even more confident in yourself, even if you look like Leon Edwards already. So check out this video on mixed martial arts and how it can change your life.